Hey, he taps the
S, X, Y, and today we got the dumbest heist in history. This is by historically. You already know the vibes. You should check out my stuff.
Not yo.
Should check out Stanley's stuff.
Stanley Live. Now, this video gets to 1,700 likes. We will do a heist. Now, whether it's gonna be a real one or an escape room depends on y'all. You know what I'm saying?
No.
everyone's favorite murderer, Waldo as a plushie. Now,
Type
new
shit.
state 2 Kansas, October 5th, 1892. In the bottom left corner of the relatively new state of Kansas lies the small town of 2. In the bottom left.
Yo, what state is that right there?
I was gonna ask you the same shit. Okay. Watch out. This is Virginia.
Okay.
This is
I think that's Alabama.
that's
Tennessee.
This
That's
is, yeah, this is Tennessee. So, and this is Nevada. This is the North and South Dakota.
Okay.
You said this one?
Yeah.
What is this one? This one, I think. Damn.
I want to go with Kentucky.
Kentucky.
That's my guess. That's my guess. I got my parlay on Kentucky,
I
bro.
don't even know, bruh. North, South Dakota. The Wisconsin's is up there. Let me do.
It's feeling like I feel good. I feel good.
Let me do. Damn, I dead don't know. One of these is New Orleans.
Wait, are you sure that's Kentucky?
No.
Oh, because I was gonna change my answer.
Don't change. I'm dead serious, bro.
Just throwing a parlay. Just throwing. Throwing.
I'm going. The thing is, I know so much states around it except for that one.
Nigga, just throw it, bro. Just
Okay,
throw
let
it.
me go. I'm gonna go Kentucky with you.
What? No.
I know,
No.
but I know
No.
other shit though.
No.
Can I have a list of states? Can I have a list of states? Like not actually the like state names.
The reaction
Give
is
me
getting,
state names.
Okay,
Give me
if
state
it
names.
counts for anything, my second guess was gonna be Ohio.
No, that's not Ohio. Ohio's top left.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. Like I know. Let me do.
We get it. You're smart, nigga.
No,
just
no,
guess.
no,
I'm
under pressure. I can't
Guess,
think of the
bro,
name.
guess.
I can't think of names. Yo,
Guess,
I'm trying to
guess.
guess. I'm gonna look up a list of state names.
Oh my God, you're so ass. If you get it right, I don't care anymore.
What?
No, I don't give.
Bro, I just need a name. I just need names.
This is
gang.
supposed to be a 2-second, like, oh, let me just bullshit.
Okay, give me Arkansas.
If it's Arkansas, I don't give a fuck. If it's Arkansas, I don't give a fuck, and I will turn the video off if you celebrate. Give me the keyboard.
I think it's Arkansas.
All right, nigga.
Damn, bro, I can't remember all 50, bro. I'm under pressure.
I don't
bro.
know. I don't even know all 50.
But I need it because I knew where other shit is. So
Don't
I'm like,
care.
it's obviously not this. It's obviously not that.
I literally don't care anymore, bro. Holy shit. All right, let's see. Missouri.
Where's Arkansas?
It's Kentucky. Oh, Kentucky was the little one. We were close.
Yeah, we were
close.
I'm not mad at that.
State of Kansas lies the small town of Coffeeville, a place with a population of roughly 2,000 rowdy Americans. The setting is classic Wild West, and nothing is more Wild Westy than a good old bank heist story. In the middle of broad daylight, the notorious Dalton brothers are about to make their move. The plan is simple. Step 1, walk into the bank.
This animation is ridiculous.
This nigga look like the even one in, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
That was so stupid.
Step 2, grab the money. It's as watertight as a plan can get. No, that's too boring, says Bob, the oldest Dalton brother and leader of the group. We have to make a name for ourselves, guys. We need to pull something off that beats anything Jesse James ever did. See, why rob one bank when you can rob 2? You do realize we are only like 5 people, right, big bro?
I feel like that's my body. I feel like if we plan it right, people, me and you, I do think we could genuinely hit 2 banks in a day. I really know on some because you gotta understand
What
how
time
much,
frame? Like
you gotta
bank
understand-
2025 bank or bank in this time?
Nah, banking this time. 2025 is too cool.
Wait, oh, and this time? You said this time?
Oh,
I thought
sorry,
you meant-
because
Okay,
I know,
okay,
but
okay,
you
okay,
meant
okay,
this
okay.
time. So like this time, as in what's on the screen.
Type shit.
Yeah, you gotta understand how meticulous we are. Like we
We're
really
black.
like. We gotta figure out how to escape first. You're right. Yeah.
If anything happens, just scream across the road and we'll run over to help. Alright, off we go. This is the dumbest heist in history.
Now, if I have access to like a Toyota Camry in this time, I do feel that we could do it.
Man,
I feel that's
I think we could do it on foot. It's not about leaving the money. It's about us knowing where the money is and them not. And then when we could circle back, when we could circle back and go get it, that's when we could leave with it. You see what I'm saying?
He said the thing! Historically Facts, Part 9. So, before we dive headfirst into the absolute circus that was this heist, let's get a quick history lesson on our ambitious robbers. The Dalton brothers, Bob, Brett, Emmett, and their lesser-known accomplices, Dick
Emmett look like a bitch.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, bro.
Okay, so
he's definitely the man in the chair, bro. I don't know why he got a Glock with him.
Alright.
actually started out on the straight and narrow side of life. They even joined law enforcement as deputies, believe it or not, chasing outlaws themselves. Their older brother Frank has been a respected deputy marshal too, until he was gunned down by some whiskey runners. After that, the younger
That nigga sorry.
Daltons took one look at the law, went, nah, we're good, and jumped to the other side. Also, it turns out that chasing bandits pays like dirt, but being one, that's where their real money is at. Who would have guessed? Thus began their illustrious career as cattle rustlers, train robbers, and general nuisances across the American Midwest. Eventually, the brothers made enough noise to earn their spots as wanted poster celebrities, becoming notorious enough to believe their own hype. And that's exactly
Cat hair in my mouth from the last bit still. It's been annoying me so much. I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
Yeah, go ahead and drink some water, twin. Yeah, I'm gonna continue though, you know.
what led them to this absolutely genius idea. Fast forward back to the heist day. The Dalton boys were ready to achieve
Oh wait, if I have access to horseback, can you cut up on a horse? I feel like I could cut up on a horse, bro. Maybe.
criminal immortality. Bob's foolproof plan went as follows. Bob and Emma Dalton would hit the First National Bank. Meanwhile, Grant Dalton, Bill Powers, and Dick Broadwell would stroll casually into the Condon Bank, right across the street. Now, obviously, if your master plan to escape financial stress involves robbing 2 banks in your own hometown, you might want to reconsider your options. Fortunately for you, my friend, there's a smarter, less felony-prone solution. PDS debt, the partnerized but and thousands else's go to PAM. No one. The brothers began their
I'm telling you, my AdSense hit, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. And I'm not talking about Google.
legendary heist. The gang tied up their horses in a nearby alleyway and approached the 2 banks with their guns drawn.
Now,
Once again, in
Huh?
Why they do the little brother like that? Go back.
Oh, is he like
in
halfway
a
in
nearby
the street?
alleyway.
Not even.
He's such a head ass, bro. What is, bro? This better be tough, bro.
and approached the 2 banks
He better be able to crack the safe or something.
They
bro.
got cloud with him.
with their guns drawn. Once again, in broad daylight. It shouldn't come as a surprise to you that 5 Gandalf lookalikes walking aggressively towards the local banks while wielding Winchesters and revolvers scream suspicion to the townsfolk.
Right.
Also, I forgot to mention this before, but the Daltons literally grew up in this town. Everyone instantly recognized them. Nice beard, Rob. Love the stash, Emmett. Wait a minute. You guys aren't. The Dalton brothers are robbing the banks! With their covers blown before the heist even started, word spread like wildfire.
She probably bad. Bro.
She fine as hell. I ain't gonna lie.
Hold up. She might be fine, bro.
I feel like her in realistic form is just a shorty from Sinners. No cap.
Type shit.
Yeah,
type
yeah,
shit.
yeah,
Type.
yeah.
I'm not mad at
I'm
that
not mad at
concept.
that. I
I'm
think
not
that's
mad. I'm
fine.
not
Yeah.
mad at
Mind
that.
you, this is the Wild West. No insurance policy if your precious gold gets stolen from the bank. If your gold is gone, it's really gone. In the eyes of the townsfolk, the Daltons weren't just robbing the banks, they were robbing the townsfolk. The people rushed towards the banks to check if the rumors were really true. Gosh darn dilly, they really are robbing us. Anyone brought a gun? You know why it's important to scout a bank before robbing it? This is why.
It's a gun store next door, bro.
There was a hardware store right next door to the banks. Practically
We're not
over
making that mistake. We're not making that mistake. You know what I'm saying?
flowing with firearms and ammunition. Townspeople, from stable owners to shopkeepers, rushed into the hardware store, quickly arming themselves with rifles, pistols, and shotguns. Within minutes, an angry, heavily armed mob awaited the robbers outside. Meanwhile, the Daltons were blissfully unaware. The trio inside the Condon Bank, Brad, Dick, and Bill, rushed into the vault that was by sheer luck open. Unfortunately, the gold was in a secondary safe within that vault.
That's when the short nigga come through, because I know he not doing nothing.
fitting
You better
through
be
the
able to open
keyhole.
that bitch.
That was locked with a 10-minute timer. That wasn't true, by the way. The manager of the bank made it up. But the Daltons, in their Omega brain, believed the guy and decided to wait 10 minutes for the safe to unlock. Seriously? None of you has the bright idea to just try to unlock the damn thing to see if what he says is true? And none of you starts to feel a bit anxious that the streets are eerily quiet? Okay. On the other side of the street, Emmett
They was in that joint vibing like this, talking about some. How much time? 5 minutes?
Horror farm.
What you doing after this? I'm thinking about spending the money on some fine shit. Go down to the tavern, get Sally made to spit on it.
I'm thinking about getting like some type of food, bro. Like,
Bob Dalton were a bit more successful. They tied down the officers and customers and forced the employees to yank the vault and safes open. Instantly, they put the gold and cash in sacks on their back. And just like that, they were ready to move out. They grabbed the officer and using him as body cover, they slowly walked out the front door. Their plan was to cross the street, meet up with Gret and together head back to the horses. Not sure how they would get through the crowd, but yeah. Before they got to leave the bank though, a banker hiding outside emerges from cover and starts to unload his revolver towards the duo. Big bro, I don't think going this way is a wise decision. Perhaps we should retreat through the back door instead. You make an excellent suggestion, little bro. By utilizing the back door and avoiding the main street, we minimize the chance of us getting shot. Let us retreat back into
this aim is ass.
the back
Yeah, he shooting like a stormtrooper.
No fucking cow.
and try this new plan. Back to the trio, while they were patiently waiting for the safe to open, they heard the volley of gunshots at the opposite side of the street and rushed out of the vault to see what was happening. Knock knock, and they also got a volley of gunshots flying through the door and windows. I know we are actively getting shot at and the longer we wait our window to escape gets narrower, but I really like gold. At the National Bank, Emmett and Bob kick open the back door and with a new body shield escape into the alley. A young, courageous lad jumps from behind the corner, whips out a revolver.
I'd be so mad, bro. Stop trying to be a hero, bro.
I feel like he got it. I feel like he got it.
And orders the two Daltons to surrender. No? You surrender or we will shoot. No, my righteous heart and God forgive me, I cannot let you walk.
Oh! Type shit.
I told you the way he was holding that bit.
shit.
It's the way he was holding that bit, bro.
shit.
He was holding that bit like these. You know what I'm saying? You really need to hold that motherfucker like these.
That's
though.
me. You know, that's
You know what I'm
me.
saying?
That,
You
that's
really
my
need to hold
bad.
that motherfucker like
That's me. That's me.
We don't have time for this. Let's go. Bob and Emmett then made their way to the end of the back alley and peeked over to spot the massive crowd unloading their guns into the Condon Bank. They also spotted an older male holding a Winchester, intensely aiming at the front door of the National Bank. It was clear that he was trying to get the jump on the two brothers when they would eventually reveal themselves at the front door for the second time. Love the enthusiasm, but the building has more doors, pal. Holy cow! Don't pick up that gun, fella.
Don't do it.
The
Dumb man, nigga.
third victim,
Yo, I
Bob
ain't gonna lie. They kind of like that.
I ain't gonna count.
Dalton dies to another headshot. The officer, who was left outside on the sidewalk, saw the two civilians getting shot and ran over to the next door hardware store to score himself a rifle too. He then took the nastiest angle in all of shooting's history and waited for the Daltons to cross the street. But then, and I swear to God, I don't know how Bob keeps doing this, somehow he notices the slight reflection of the gun as he crosses the street. And at an impressive 200 feet away,
Say you swear to God.
Yeah.
Put that on
Yeah,
everything
I
that
ain't
bitch
gonna
lands.
I ain't gonna lie. Put him on a dollar bill, bro. He kind of tough.
he taps the officer in the head. How do you keep doing this? The two then quickly dash the street, their gunfire masked by the insane gun volley being unloaded into the Condon Bank.
Yo, these civilians suck.
Yeah.
In that bank, by the way, the trio occasionally shot back to make sure the crowds didn't start to feel comfortable enough to enter the place. But aside from that, there wasn't really much they could do. Worse even, Bill got shot in his arm and was bleeding like crazy. Bill! Dick! Forget the gold. We stay here 1 minute longer and we'll be dead before that safe opens. Stash your pockets with cash and get ready to dash away. Then, surprising the townsfolk, the trio all jumped out of cover, shooting back, forcing the crowd to take cover themselves. Using this window of opportunity, the crew ran out the side door, dashing towards the horses. What in Cornsdale Denny is happening in my town? Alright, just a bit further, lads. If I'm not mistaken, my brother should be just around the corner. We'll make it, I'm sure of it. Nani?
This nigga got spider
I ain't gonna lie, bro.
Bakanaga, Yamero!
Oh, fun.
Oh, they folded now.
Yeah.
They lost their mans. I ain't gonna lie.
That was the only. He was the LeBron. Yeah.
that was
LeBron
the
got
only
injured.
comp nigga,
Yeah.
bro.
Let's get out of here, now! Where's the darn money, you mongrels? And where's my brother?
thought
Before
you were
that
gonna
question
call
got
him
answered though, the townsfolk caught up at the end of the alley. My sweet lord. Fire! Bob was the first to receive judgment. First by a round hitting his head, and the second round piercing his heart, leaving him dead on the spot. Bill, with one arm heavily bleeding, attempts to mount his horse, but he too gets mowed down by the angry townsfolk. The youngest brother Emmett, together with Dick on the other hand, managed to slide on their horses and dash away. But
This little ass nigga should not. Oh, wait.
Emmett, looking back, Dick bro! Emmett turned
Of course, he's the nigga that lives, bro. Oh, yeah, okay.
back instantly and attempted to mount his brother on the back of his horse. But before he could do so, he was struck by a buckshot round in the back, leaving him too in the dirt. Dick continues to escape away, but doing so catches a couple bullets in his upper back. He was found dead 2 miles west, still on top of his horse. A couple miles more west, another brother of the Daltons, Bill Dalton, was waiting with additional horses to assist the gang's escape. But after getting tired from waiting, he went home, learning later of what happened of his brothers. Each gang member, aside from one, got killed. The one who survived, the one with 23 gunshot wounds. Emmett Dalton. He was in a life-threatening situation, yet managed
Wow. Hey, bro, them low bodies, bro.
to survive the shootout. He was nursed back to health and sent to prison for the rest of his tiny life. Though he did get pardoned 14 years later, where he then turned to being an actor. Notably, he played as a bandit outlaw. Once a bandit, always a bandit, eh? And that is how the notorious Dalton gang met their demise in Coffeeville, with their poorly planned, overly ambitious double heist. Emmett was asked in his later life why the gang did such a ridiculous stunt, and he answered that while his older brother wanted fame, they were most afraid of a certain deputy marshal named Heck Thomas. He had been hunting the gang to such extent that they felt forced to pull off such a big stunt to make enough money to leave the territory. And they were right. Bill Dalton, the last Dalton criminal, was ultimately hunted down as the brothers predicted, and shot dead in a shootout with the marshals. And so, one question remains. What must their mother be thinking at home? Bloody children. Oh hey,
Literally.
We could have done that.
No. Hey man, that's gonna be the video. I hope you guys liked it. Be sure to check out my stuff.
Heist them up, yo-yo.
Nope. Be sure to check out Stanley's stuff.
Bank Robert Stanley.
Absolutely not. We'll catch you guys in the next one. It's gonna be it from us. Peace.